Hello, empaths, old souls. Deanna with Divine Destiny. It is September 4th, Virgo season, harvester, gatherer. Lots of activity going on in the Virgo. Whether this is in your chart highlighted or whether this just be somewhere else in your chart, which we all have Virgo in us. We have so many things. We have the sun, we have Venus, we have Mercury, and we have Mars. Lots of stuff going on. That's where we're at right now today. The moon is in Sagittarius, fiery feelings. If you're in harmony and in balance, you could be full of passion, forward momentum, feeling good, feeling like the gatherer, reaping the rewards and fruition of all the work you've done. What my YouTube today is about is the feeling of push-pull, the polarity of dark light that's within us. As above, so below, as within, so without. I say that a lot here to highlight that for people if you're not familiar with it, because what is in the cosmos right now is supporting us, and the push pulls for real within a lot of people. Doesn't matter where you're at on your journey. I have very beautiful soul sisters and brothers that are on this path as well, that are feeling it. Continue to surrender. Trust this process came to me for my YouTube prior to this one. But what I want to highlight is South Node, past lives, where we've been in this lifetime, dropping all of the old programs and the wounds and healing them. We have a lot going on, and the aspects of that, let's see if you can see it. I don't know what you call it because I'm not an astrologer. I just love astrology. The very opposite of that is Cancer. North Node, where we're headed. So Saturn, the structures, the father figure, the masculine set structure, bones, where we've been, the foundations. With it being South Node, releasing that, towers falling, Pluto right next to it going, these old ways ain't working. North Node, feminine, we gotta go this way to get in the center of balance and harmony. So we're all feeling this polarity, guys. My whole purpose of this today is everything that has been dismantling in your life. The cosmos are supporting us, going, no, you're not going to carry this old program forward with you. You're not going to carry this old wound that is at the demise of standing in your truth and your way. And I want to say, not carrying the old wounds, we have to be very clear with that. It's not to say, boom, I rewrite my feelings and emotions with the life experiences that I've been through. It's about going, it doesn't control you anymore. A lot of it past life stuff, with it being South Node, the structures not working within our lives in this world. I think that's very with government, with how we treat Mother Earth, the planet Gaia that sustains us, that was created in no accident or by default. Like, God created everything perfectly, created us, co-creators. We thought we would come here and see what it was like to be feeling like we're separate from God. We're not. The more dense we became and our souls kept journeying and came into this earth density, we've forgotten. So it's like spiritual amnesia, really. Highlighting with the North Node where we want to go, being more loving, being more nurturing with ourselves first, going forward with, as in the collective of these structures don't work, and Pluto's going, nope, they're not going to work and they're not going to sustain. So there's a lot of uncertainty that a lot of us are feeling right now. Do yourself a huge justice if you haven't done this. Surrender. And when we surrender and go like, no rock unturned, I'm healing my wounds, I'm dealing with my shit, because we can't see the difference out there until we feel the difference in here. And so I'm always pointing people to their hearts, their truth, their way. If you're an empath and found this channel, you know, you were probably brought up to be a people pleaser and unknowingly or knowingly giving your power away. And that comes from the old Pisces age of being taught by religions, by your mother, father figure that play the role in your lifetime, that you got to be a people pleaser and your feelings aren't valid and your sensitivities don't matter. Well, I'm here to tell you, as an awakened empath who is in my power right here in the heart, not the egoic mind. The ego has a place here. We're in these dense bodies. The ego has a place, but it's not to be in the driver's seat of our vessels. Put it in the back seat. Deal with thy wounds within yourself. Be pure in your heart. And just say somebody's so asleep and in the program that they have no awareness of that. If they truly listen to their heart and their soul, which we all have, God, we're not disconnected from. And we're not to give our power. God don't want us giving her power to some like life force in the sky. That's within you. It's within you. And that's what you can do to really listen to your soul and your body and your emotions as you sit in that stillness. Drop this program of you got to be busy in the physical to be productive, because a lot of us light workers, way showers, old souls are very content when we're in our authenticity of right here. This is what makes me tick, and anybody that supports that will be there to nurture you, to hold space for you. The divine feminine highlighted with the north node to me just is another indication for myself, for you, to nurture. What is she? Divine feminine in balance is nurturing, compassionate, trusting her intuition. Male, female, gender, we all have the divine feminine, masculine. This polarity with the south node stuff, unpacking all of our wounds, heading towards the north node, being more kind, more compassionate, more loving. But being an empath, you have to have that right there in your center, filling up with the presence of who you are before you can be in service to others, not giving that power away, not letting people make you feel less than because you're sensitive. No, that's the actual gift that everybody needs, and we're at the front of this. These polarities are for real. I've never been completely asleep, but my awakened and empowerment came in 2014. And where I am today, stop judging myself, because then I stop judging others. I'm in the heart. Me being a Virgo, I don't have control, so they're more for my sun sign, my ego, my personality. I surrendered to that as well. I highly suggest you do that as well. I have control over nothing. I can only sit in my heart and take my steps forward to empower me. Out of balance Virgo, and you have Virgo in your chart too, so this is going to resonate no matter what sign you are. Highest sign you are, like meaning significance. All of it is significant, rather. Let me reword that. Being in your heart and your truth and in harmony, dropping perfectionism, dropping the idea of the ego mind where I have to have control. It'll give you anxiety. It'll bring up fear. Surrender to the divine process as a child of God that we are, all of us, sovereign, limitless, galactic, because when you drop that, you'll be guided by the heart. And I just had some anxiety come up within me last night, and I immediately went into my prayer closet, which talking to my higher self and God, I'm like a walking prayer warrior all the time. Don't want you to confuse that with religion, because it has nothing to do with religion for me. Religion and politics, in my heart, my opinion, was the biggest detriment, other than our society trying to get us to live in these vessels out of harmony with nature. The biggest thing that you can give to yourself is getting back in tune with the nature, with your emotions, with the bigger picture of the cosmos, and God created all of this. Honoring the planet, the body, honoring the air, your breath is a gift. Honoring your fire, your passions, and honoring, this one's huge for us empaths, water, emotions, honoring our emotions, but not becoming them. Being right here in your truth and your way, the observer is what I call it, to see the significance of all those elements I just said, air, earth, fire, water, all symbolic of the body, the breath, the emotions, the passions, right? Getting back in sync with nature. Gaia created to sustain us, like the womb, and with this divine feminine, you know, Virgo season, I'm a Virgo. Very feminine, very much so a healer, very much so wanting to be in service to others, but you got to be in harmony with yourself first, guys. Wounded healers have a lot to share, but you can still be projecting and judging others. You have to bring it still into the center. The ego's a really tricky little bitch. I call mine a bitch. Excuse me, so thirsty with all this. Our egos have a purpose, but I know for me, looking throughout the last about 45 years of my life, I had such strong traits of, this is who I am, this is the way it is. And the biggest thing that you can do for yourself and others is to drop that and be in harmony with all four. And not only in the symbolically way, getting out in nature daily, because self-care, with all this polarity going on within us out there that we see, has to be in harmony in here. And so grounding and your intentions of being in harmony with all of it. I'm going to leave that right there. That was something that was huge coming up to me. I'm going to do a Divine Feminine Goddess Oracle. I believe we all could use the nurturing and the reminder that everything is valid within us, and the importance of nurturing that right now, bringing that divine masculine feminine in balance in yourself. So it is some compassionate and nurturing. Don't think for a second love is weak. Love is the most powerful energy there is. And divine feminine, if we're in harmony and in that heart, we're a power and a force to be reckoned with, guys. We can change this world. A lot of the indigos and empaths are the way showers of this, because we're headed into the age of Aquarius, where we remember our oneness, because these old structures with Saturn haven't been working for ourselves or this planet. So nurturing, what is it? We'll take this one right here. Artemis, the guardian, you and your loved ones are safe, spiritually protected. So this is a reminder for me to keep Artemis, guardian, gal, that just reminds me of my rising sign with the fire and the deer, graceful. Deer symbolically to me is grace. Pulling back that bow, shooting yourself forward towards the north node, your feminine, being in harmony with your masculine feminine within you, that fiery passion. This must resonate with people. We all have Sagittarius in our chart, but that's my rising sign. But doing it in a state of grace. The deer to me symbolically is grace, sure-footed, delicate. Our delicate sensitivities as empaths are a freaking gift. Don't let anybody else tell you any different. That's beautiful. Let's go with the moon card. We got, I believe, a full moon. Is it? Full moon coming up in Pisces. So let's see what kind of emotions from the Moonology Oracle that we could work on. What we can be the observer of. You know, I love this right now too because the moon is in Sagittarius today, guys. Fiery passions. Let your soul speak to you. Whether it be speaking to you about your diet, whether it be speaking to you about going to get some energy work done. I know mine has been, but financially it wasn't abundant enough, but I'm going Friday for a massage again. Get this energy moving through you. Don't let it stick to you. Listen to those feelings and emotions. Don't become them. And then you, as a co-creator, are supposed to step forward, shoot that arrow forward. Means take action. God ain't coming down to change your diet, your health, what you see within yourselves. God's not the judger. You know, I love this saying. I don't know who I heard it from, but man, does it resonate. I think my spiritual teacher. Anyway, God created us in her image, and then humans created God in our image, which is complete. Think about that. That's deep. She's not a judger. That's us. That's human ego. And I guarantee you, if you walk forward in your authenticity, you will drop judgment within yourselves. I'm a work in progress. And the more I do that, I notice that I drop it with others. And that's the biggest thing you can do. South Node. Here we go, guys. What did I just say? Saturn, Pluto, and the South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. These old structures don't work anymore. We got to release that. We got to be open to releasing that. Go for Reiki. Go in your salt bath. Surrender to God. Don't be scared to say God, and definitely don't be, I used to be, because religion confused me. When I realized God is all that is, meaning us, meaning everything we see in this beautifulness of wildlife, nature, release those old stories. That's not to say don't talk about things. I couldn't be here sharing with you today. I have lost a child to suicide that was an empath. I will mourn my child till the day that I transition. How can a mother not, right? But I'm releasing what everybody else's programs were, whether it be religion or the TV programming, whatever it is, to transform. Release that. If your body's speaking to you like mine is in my shoulders, feeling like carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders again, go for a massage. Don't be in fear of going. I can't express to you enough how many people I see talking that have been raised up in religion that are judging and doubting and fearing all of the connections that God created for us to be in sync with and in harmony with, whether it be the planet Earth or the cosmos above. It's within us. Release those old wounds. Cry it out, guys. Don't go forward into this North Node in Cancer carrying these other people's programs. I tell you, I affirm this to you, sanctified to you, testimonial as I am. If you release all of that programming and dismantle your ego, dismantle everybody else's belief systems, and you go in your truth, it is the way. I guarantee you will feel the transformation within you. So this is freaking awesome. One more card from the Chakra Oracle. Which chakra is most likely to resonate with people listening today to possibly do some energy work? If you can't go find somebody to do Reiki, you can call God Creator's presence into your body, do a scan of your body. If you're not familiar with the chakras, learn them one by one. Go down through your body, scan it, release whatever emotions may be stuck in them. Beautiful, beautiful messages right there. Prayer. This is awesome. Yellow chakra, solar plexus. What is prayer to you? Because I tell you what, it was a lot different from what I was programmed to believe it was to what I've found in my truth and my way. This is all talk. that is of the highest, utmost good for my higher self going forward on my soul's evolution. Ask and you shall receive. If you get that life force spinning in your solar plexus, digestive, another thing, Virgo, digestive issues, if you're out of balance and you haven't been speaking your truth, if you've been going by other people's programs and not your own, very symbolic of that. Making lemon out of lemonade, making lemonade out of lemons, meaning prayer works, guys. Don't judge prayer by religion. Don't let that hold you up. Are you scared to say the word prayer? Because I'm surely not, but I used to be. All back to the whole thing of, I thought I could run from God. I thought prayer was whatever, putting power outside of me. No, it's not. It's the talk. It's the self-talk. What comes off of our tongues to ourselves and others is energy. It's prayer. It matters. Are you talking love to yourself? Are you asking for help when you need it? Are you sitting in that stillness? Because guess what? We have no guidance if we don't be still and listen. Prayer is so much more than I've ever been taught to. So beautiful cards. Keep shooting forward. Go forward with your passion. Do it with grace. Do it sure-footed like the deer. Let your fire, your soul's passion, from the root chakra all the way to the crown, be anchored in your body. Shoot forward with your truth, your authenticity. Open up yourself to release these self-node old programmings, you know. Beautiful sister of mine, you know, the sense collectively of doom and gloom. No, it's old programming. Drop it. Release anything that does not serve for your highest good. That is a prayer that I say every single day. I surrender. This ego ain't driving this vessel no more. This heart is. But guess what? I know who's talking. I know when it's my soul. I know when it's my monkey mind. There's a little extra something, something. If you go sit in prayer circles with others that are like-minded as you and in that heart center, and there's a number, it matters. Numbers matter as well. I'm going to step out and go to a drumming circle tomorrow night. Everything is prayer. Our words, our thoughts. So what are your prayers? What is your self-talk? If you need help with something that you've been surrendering to, ask God, the Great Spirit, to assist you, because we're never separate then. Beautiful message. I mean, we got South Node, we got the Guardian, trusting the divine process that we're in. We got prayer and the importance of what are you speaking to yourself and what are you speaking to others. I surrender. I choose to speak love to myself. I'm a beautiful divine child of God. I'm sovereign. So are you. So walk forward with that. And I just spit. Walk forward in that North Node where we all want to head. Loving yourself, nurturing yourself, allowing your divine feminine and your heart to guide you, trusting your intuition. Until the next time, guys, please do like, subscribe, and share. It's helping get my channel out there. I have a Facebook group, Divine Destiny and the Rise of Empaths. It is my passion to encourage sensitive souls, to remind them of the powerhouse they are, and that love is the most powerful energy there is out there. Blessings to you, and namaste.